How does one perform Ruqya? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I'd love to approach this question in the non-jinn exorcism turned head backwards way. In the same way I take vitamins or supplements, nutrients, and if I don't take them in tablets, I eat good, clean foods. So the question is, what is Ruqya? Ruqya is the healthy amount. It's a detox for your spirit. So a lot of us get from lying, from the usage of different toxins, could be our own sins, our own thoughts. We all build up some septic, there's some toxicity that builds up into our spirit. Now, long exposure to not being clothed, not cleaning our bathroom number 1 and 2 properly, the things that you would consider normal hygiene, when we start getting loose there, if we open ourselves up to long periods of nakedness, and really it's kind of like you're only going to be doing these things when the prayer has fallen apart. So I'm only giving that one sentence there. If you feel like you need to even discuss Ruqya, run to the prayer. Because the first place that I discuss with people who come to me like, hey, I need a spiritual revitalization. I need Ruqya. I need to be cleansed. I need an exorcism. And I humble myself even in the word. Return back to your prayer. So what's Ruqya? It is a spiritual diagnostic test to see whether you're reacting adversely to the recitation of Quran. Yes, in certain cases, you can recite Quran and someone will say, I feel uncomfortable, please calm down. You can recite Quran and blow onto some water and they'll say the water tastes bitter. It's not just all about jinn, like jinn don't make up 80% of these situations. It's the spiritual toxins we put in our body. It's the unfettered music that we don't listen to. It's the movies and the thoughts that we allow in. And then once your defenses are down and your prayer is weakened, yes, evil forces and negative thinking and the spirit, those yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas, those who intend to whisper evil into your heart, you're more susceptible. So if you could try today, what is Ruqya is when a trained, certified spiritual nutritionist comes and evaluates and says, hey, you're not praying Fajr. I've seen Ruqya specialists come to people and say, your issue is just make the Fajr. That's where I'll start. The people would say, how would you know? There's a darkness on the body. There's auric fields that are incomplete. And a spiritual nutritionist, an Imam who's connected, would be able to read Surah Fatiha upon you. So let's conclude this question though. What can you do right now? How about clean up the lower garments? Become very attentive to when you use the restroom to make sure that everything is clean. If there's any marking after the end of the day, change the lower garment and become diligent with that. Be aware of how you speak to your parents and the kind of words you use. If you're using music, you're aware of the words in the music, the background in the music, what the music is intended for. And most importantly, you are going to find yourself identifying the things that you involve yourself with. So no, there isn't a jinn lurking around every third corner, but all of us are spiritually affected by everything we do. Either you assimilate it or you have to eliminate it. And that also includes all the things we take into our spirit. Ruqya is a great way for you to stay involved. Please read Surah Fatiha. Stay connected with your prayer. And if you want to try right now, reading Ayatul Kursi, Ayat 255, Surah Baqarah, keep that regularly. And if you're looking at the camera saying, but I don't pray 5 times a day, let's keep Ayatul Kursi and Surah Fatiha a regular recitation on you. I hope that you can leave this. There's one scene from the first Mummy where there's a guy running away from the mummy and he's kind of like the con guy. He plays with the bad guys. He's working with the good guys. He has a ta'weez, he has a cross, he has all of these things. And as the mummy's running at them, he's kind of kissing and praying on every omen and praying to every god. Don't make Ruqya into that. Don't make this concept of Ruqya being like some omen-based thing. Your Lord intended for you protection. This is for a very small group, and you're probably not affected by it, but definitely affected by the negative thoughts that surround us. I hope this was a right place for us to start the Ruqya discussion, and let's start loving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so that we can all feel better and more healthy on the inside.